Valorant players are desperately hoping patch 12.11 finally delivers because right now the game is dealing with one of the longest bug lists we have seen in a month. Broken settings menus, FPS drops, agent exploits, utility that doesn't work properly, and strange visual glitches are all piling up at the same time. And the worst part is that players keep discovering new issues almost every day. With Masters right around the corner, one question keeps popping up across the community: is Valorant becoming more unstable with every update? But before we start, we are getting close to 10k subscribers, and when we hit it, I will be giving away multiple battle passes to my subscribers, so make sure you are subscribed. Let's start with something that should never be causing problems in a competitive shooter, the settings menu. Players have discovered a bug where opening settings during a match can cause entire tabs to disappear. No sensitivity adjustments, no audio changes, no keybind fixes, nothing. If something goes wrong mid-game, you are simply stuck with it. And if that wasn't frustrating enough, there is another issue affecting agents that use map-based abilities. Opening and closing the settings menu can lock your cursor in place, making those abilities impossible to use correctly. It's exactly the kind of bug that makes the experience feel unfinished, and it's one Riot needs to eliminate quickly. Unfortunately, the problem don't stop there. And speaking of map issues, Riot recently had to take the unusual step of completely disabling Breeze from all matchmaking queues. A game-breaking exploit was discovered on the map, forcing Riot to remove it while a fix is being worked on. When an entire map has to be pulled from the game, it shows just how serious some of these bugs have become. Unfortunately, the problem don't stop there. Moving over to agent-related bugs, some of these are starting to impact competitive. The biggest issue right now involves Wise. Players have found situations where her blind can reveal visibility through smokes, providing information that should never be available, and that's a major problem. Smokes are one of core mechanics of tactical shooters. Their entire purpose is to block vision and force teams to make decisions with limited information. There's also a frustrating issue affecting Claw players. Multiple reports suggest that if Claw dies while still holding two available smokes, the next round can begin with only one smoke instead of the full two charges they are supposed to have. That means players can start the round already missing utility before they have even left spawn. There are also reports of missing audio cues when players land on certain utility from elevated positions. It's a smaller bug in Valorant. Sound is everything. Missing even a single audio cue can completely change how a fight plays out. Then there is an odd interaction involving Claw and Mix. If a player purchases a second rechargeable smoke and refunds it during the buy phase, they can still end up keeping two rechargeable smokes, one purchase, one refund, two smokes. Clearly not intended, and in a game where rounds are often decided by a single piece of utility, that's not something Riot can afford to leave unfixed. And it's not just agents causing problems, some of the bugs are built directly into the maps themselves. On Split, players have discovered a wall placement issue near the attacker B side entrance. Phoenix's Blaze and Harbor's High Tide can fail to properly cover the area, creating unexpected gaps in vision denial. And Split isn't the only map causing problems. On Fracture, players have discovered a strange spike information bug involving the generator near B site. If the spike is dropped on top of the generator, players positioned in B tunnel can use the minimap to determine whether the spike is still sitting there without having direct vision of it. That may sound like a small detail, but information is one of the most valuable resources in Valorant. Then we get to what might be the strangest bug on the entire list. Players have discovered that rapidly moving sliders in the audio settings menu can cause major FPS drops and stuttering. Not during a 5 ultimate team fight, not during a chaotic retake inside the audio menu, just dragging a volume slider. Performance issues hit differently than other bugs because they affect everyone, which is exactly why this issue needs to be near the top of Riot's priority list. And somehow, we are still not done. Players have reported mysterious black cubes appearing on maps, Killjoy turret firing through surfaces they shouldn't be able to shoot through, strange self-animation interactions, visual glitches, and gameplay inconsistencies across the board. The real issue is that new bugs seem to be appearing faster than old ones are being fixed, and the longer that trend continues, the harder it becomes for players to ignore. The good news is that patch 12.11 arrives this Tuesday. The bad news is that Riot has a lot of work ahead of them. With Masters approaching and players expecting a stable competitive environment, this could end up being one of the most important bug fix patches Valorant has received in a long time. Right now, the community isn't asking for new agents, they are not asking for new skins, they are not even asking for new content. They just want the game to work. So let me know in the comments what's the most frustrating bug you have personally run into recently. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more Valorant leaks and updates, and I will see you in the next one.